with Grumpy Jeff today. So welcome, Grumpy Jeff.
Hey, how's it going?
We're gonna go over the champs. So obviously the new, if you haven't seen it yet, the new faction just got released, Shadowkin, and I think personally they look freaking awesome. What do you think, Jeff?
I think they look amazing. I really like the aesthetics of them, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of stuff they do with their kids.
I mean, I feel like all the new champions coming out look amazing. Like especially with the aesthetics in the game. Like
Yeah,
Ashelon, you got Ashelon, right?
yeah.
Like just him.
Astron looks really, really cool. I mean, what was it? Cardinal, the new Void.
Mhm.
He looked amazing. A lot of glowing swords in
Yeah.
the last couple releases there. A lot of wings too.
Yeah, I feel like all the new guys coming out like are going to be flying into the game, like literally like every time they go to the new stage, they're all flying like hovering
Uh,
like Astralon. It's gonna be
maybe
sick.
it'll speed up dungeon times. Instead of having
Hopefully,
that little dwarf run all the way across your screen. That's really what the game's all about, speeding up
yeah,
those dungeon times.
100%. The little dwarf literally running at 30,000 feet to smack the dragon,
Yeah,
running all the way back.
that's pretty rough.
Oh, it's so bad. No more speed runs for the dwarves.
No.
Oh man. So we're gonna go over each guy. I guess we'll go through. I haven't looked at him yet. Have you?
I took a brief look at someone posted one or two in the Discord, and I took a look at them, but I haven't gone through their kits at all.
Yeah, neither have I. So I guess we'll just start right away, right up top.
Yeah,
We
so
got good. We got Genzen.
yeah, I've got Genzen, the Spirit Affinity, Attack, Shadowkin. Obviously, they're all Shadowkin.
Are they?
I think so. Well, they said they're actually going to release other champions, I think, with this.
How about that new guy, the new dragon guy? He's not in here, right?
The Drunken, I think he's Yoshi the Drunk. Oh, the new dragon guy?
Yeah, the dragon dude. Did you see that in the
The,
video?
the video yesterday?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think he's. He might be in the
released
release,
yet.
the 3.4.
Who the hell? He looks freaking sick though.
Yeah, he does. There's a couple really cool champions coming out. Appearance wise. I think they teased a couple of them in there. Anyways, we got Genzen, like you said, the attack Shadowkin. A1 attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit fills this champion's turn meter by 6%, which is pretty solid.
Yeah,
Steel Parting attacks all enemies 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Each critical hit fills this champion's turn meter by 10%, so a ton of turn meter already.
super fast.
Uh,
Base speed is probably like 110.
I would hope.
Hopefully.
And then we got the Fated Vengeance. Attacks one enemy will ignore unkillable buffs, which is nice, and shield
Wow.
buffs. Fills the champion's turn meter again by 30%. Fills this champion's turn meter by 60% instead if the target has 50 HP or less after the attack. Also decreases the cooldown of the Steel Parting and Fated Vengeance skills by 1 turn if the attack kills an enemy. Wow.
So like assassin.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is he the only guy besides Rotos to have that? Will ignore unkillable. Because I know there's a lot of block damage, but
There's a ton of Ignore Shield out there.
uh huh, yeah.
I don't know if I think Rotos might be the only one who ignores unkillable. I mean, it's
Now,
desperately needed in the arena right now.
oh, 100%. But like this guy, is now another Rotos ignoring the unkillable because literally anybody in the arena that has it, you're just like crap. I literally have to wait till it pops like Skull Crown. You have to wait till it pops and then take it off.
Yeah,
But Rotos just ignored it all right. Like this guy, it doesn't matter if it pops or not. That's hilarious.
that or you have to get your deep or buff cleanser. Like your Prince Kaimar or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Also, I know somebody who steals buffs, Basilisk Ronus.
Yeah,
His A1, if you hit the Skull Crown, it literally will steal it at the same time as it goes up, and it kills her
oh nice.
every single time. It's insane. I made a couple I have Basilisk killing 15 Skull Crowns in the arena, just all in a row. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I
Well,
think was it Mashal does that as well
Mm-hmm.
with his A3, his little block heal.
Yeah. And the Sand Slash Survivor.
Yeah,
Like she does the thing it steals the buff, so I guess anybody who steals the buff steals the unkillable when it goes off.
yeah.
So that's awesome.
No,
Ooh,
there's a lot of steel out there. I like a lot of but this is cool. I wonder kind of if they're bringing this champion out because of how many people were mad about Rotos getting nerfed so hard.
mean, watch this guy be like Rotos, or if not better, and then just get nerfed again.
That's
I
kind of
mean,
what I feel this champion might be. It's like a roundabout, really hard apology.
hmm
Like, oops, here you go. Have this guy.
he's not a fusion though, so you have to actually pull him.
True.
Rotos
True.
was a freaking fusion.
Well, he might be. You never know. They could change it at some point.
Yeah, do we go with the passive?
The passive to Bushido increases the
10.
champion's speed by 10 and resistance by 50 if there are fewer champions on this champion's team than the number of enemies on the enemy team.
Oh,
Always works when fighting bosses. That's cool.
yeah.
So I was going to say that would kind of make him useless in, like, clan boss, or I don't know if you're going to use him for clan boss because of all his weird speed buffs and stuff. If you have an unkillable team, it'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure Jedi would figure it out.
Oh, yeah. He'll get there. If he hasn't already, probably just doing the math off the screen or something.
But yeah, I feel like you put like all speed sets on this guy, and just go ham like with the turn meter masteries and stuff.
Well, the thing I wonder about, because of his passive, are we going to see 3-person teams in the arena?
Hmm. Wow. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, that's a free 10 speed on a guy who looks like he can slam.
And if you put 3-person speed in the arena, it actually messes with the enemy AI. Like Madame only does her A2 instead of the A3.
Yeah.
With,
I mean,
with
if you
four
could...
fewer.
Now, if you had, like, top shelf gear, and you put him in by himself, there's 30 speed and 150 resistance.
Oh my god. Yeah, and then just nuke down the Reser. And,
Yeah.
and then put him in the one set where it's unkillable.
Yeah, so, I mean, we might see some really weird, wonky teams with this dude, which could be really exciting.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh.
All right, so he's cool. Now we got Yoshi.
Yeah,
The drunk
this is
card.
the fusion or whatever. Fragments.
Yeah, the big guy. And it's funny because his passive or his aura is ally speed in all battles by 19.
Well, there you go. Him and the other guy. Just those two together.
Yeah, I feel like anybody who has an all speed is just good everywhere,
Yeah.
especially support champion.
We kind of saw a little bit of Yoshi, what was it, last week? During the content creators kind of got that original look or the first look at him. So I've seen some of his kit. So he kind of looked kind of mid-tier, like what he actually does. I don't know if they've changed anything since then, though.
All right, well, A1 attacks one enemy has a 30% chance of placing a stun debuff up to a 40% chance. So never bad to have a stun on A1.
Yeah.
Not a huge chance. Attacks 2 times at random, has a 75% chance of placing a 50% decrease accuracy debuff and an HP burn debuff for 2 turns. So 50, 60, 75% chance of decreasing the accuracy.
Yeah. And then you can buff it up to 100. Is that right?
Yeah, and it's also no, it's 100 on that, and then okay, yeah, so it's 100%.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the double random, but
Yeah, it's too random. It's good for what the bosses, but that's about it.
yeah, I like I think there's a couple champions where their first attack is chosen and the second attack is random. Like that, I'm okay with, but whatever.
He's a fusion. He's like almost like a free champion for everybody.
Yeah.
And then we got places A. I mean, I think decreased accuracy is so good in Doom Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just helps so much on almost, especially all the bosses, but even just the ads, like the waves. You don't need 500 resistance going to Doom Tower with this guy. Places 50% increased attack buff and 50% increase out. There you go.
Yeah.
50% increase accuracy is ginormous.
Yeah.
On all ads for 2 turns. So I think he'll be good in Doom Tower. I think like they made this guy for Doom Tower.
Just a little help here and there.
Yeah. HP. I mean, does anybody really have trouble with the Frost Spider?
I don't think so. The only times I've really failed with the Frost Spiders when I'm trying some weird team just to see if I can do it.
Yeah. But I mean, the 2 times at random, that's not going to help in the Nether Spider because then you're just going to get hit with the counter attack.
Yeah.
And then just screw yourself.
Unless he's so strong, he just smashes through him. But I don't think it's going to be that way.
Just one shot the spider.
Because isn't Nether Spider Spirit?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he is not.
Yeah.
Also has a 50% chance of placing a True Fear debuff on all allies or enemies for 1 turn. Has a 75% chance instead on enemies under increased attack buffs. So this is up to 100%. And a 75% chance of placing a True Fear, 100% chance if they are under increased attack. Well, what do you think about that?
That feels like a Arbiter thing, going after Arby.
Mm-hmm. Even though she's been out forever.
Yeah. But it's also, I mean, it's a go second team. If you're going to use the
Mm-hmm.
Battle Toast to go after an Arby team, you need her to cast the increase attack first for it to work.
Yeah, because all the other reses don't have that, right?
Yeah.
It's really just her.
Plus, I mean,
champion.
who knows? Maybe he's good for one of the 2 new Doom Tower bosses that are supposed to be coming out.
True.
Maybe one of them, has minions that it does the increase attack or something.
Yeah, I just love that decreased accuracy.
Yeah.
On a Lego. Like, I don't know what other Legos have the decreased accuracy. Most of the time it's like rares, the rare dwarf.
Yeah, Dilgo.
Yeah. The gun guy.
The only gun in the game.
Fills the champion's turn meter by 4% each time an enemy receives a buff. So yeah, if he goes second, can he cut it and do anything special?
Well, I mean, yeah, he probably will cut in with that because I mean, most of those go fast teams and like the really nasty teams that are RB into like Duchess or RB into Sifi, like that's a ton of turn meter right there with the 5 buffs up or
Yeah.
so
100%.
you'll probably be able to cut in.
But then I'm like, he doesn't have any boosting. Like he cuts in, but then what does he do?
Yeah, true.
Cuts in and then runs up and hits somebody in the face once. Try to stun. Maybe. I'm looking at the books though. Like the first guy, he needs 4, 8, 12, 13 books.
Yeah.
And then this one needs a crap ton.
Well, the fusions seem to always need a crap ton just because they're the closest to free champ you get. So they got to get their money somehow, right?
Somebody mentioned if they, how they're choosing like the skills to do in the patch, hopefully soon.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was like, "What if you choose the skills from the books? Like, which one you want to book out first?" And I was like, "Well, that's a great idea, broken, but they would probably sell a lot more books."
Oh yeah, no, I'd definitely be more tempted to, because I mean, there's so many times where you have to walk the books in because you don't want to hit the A1.
Mm-hmm.
Like this champion would be a perfect example of that. You don't really care about hitting the A1 all that much.
Yeah, and like you would actually book out more champions.
Oh.
You know exactly what you need to book. You probably buy more books, like more money in player's pocket, but could work.
I'm sure they'd figure out a way to make it like even more expensive. Like you can't block off one, but you can pay $5, and all of a sudden you can turn one down to only 50% less chance, or something like that.
It's still super random.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I could see them doing that too. Oh my god. All right, so this guy looks cool. The next guy,
Gintori.
Gintori.
Legendary magic affinity attack. I know they're supposed to be an attack heavy clan.
Yeah.
So he's got the Soul Drinker A1 with attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn if this attack kills an enemy. That's always solid.
On an A1.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just wonder, is it going to be like, some of them are limited. I know they're starting to put limits into stuff like that, so you can't go over and over like they did to Rotos. Not Rotos, who am I thinking of? Yeah. The Orc.
I mean, Septimus still has that.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
if he kills somebody, he just keeps going.
Yeah.
But that's cool because let's read the rest of the skills because it might be really good with Relentless.
Yeah.
Like if he kills somebody, procs Relentless, does his A1, kills somebody, goes again. Like, oh my god, this guy would be so good in Relentless.
So his A2 is the Blood Freeze, attacks one enemy, steals 100% of the target's turn meter, decreases the cooldown of Oni's Rage by 1 turn if the target is immune to turn meter reduction effects. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Who's immune? Against bosses?
Is it Deacon Armstrong? One of the new ones? Or whatever his name is?
The new mage from Doom Tower, the first guy from normal.
The Archmage, he might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna start making more champions like that though.
Mm-hmm. But bosses, right? That works on bosses.
Yeah, that could be. That's probably the best one too for a boss. I'd like to see instead of immune to turn meter effects, it's just if you don't land it.
Yeah,
So I mean, you could intentionally
like no
build him with bad
accuracy.
accuracy, so
Hmm.
you could get that. But all right, so the A3 Oni's Rage attacks one enemy, places a 60% decreased defense debuff and a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. That's solid for a single
Yeah,
target, especially against bosses.
100% clan boss right there.
Yeah. And then this one sounds pretty cool. We'll attack 5 times instead of one on every fourth use of this skill against the same target in one round.
What?
That's weird English, but I think
That's
that means like if you're going against the clan boss,
yeah,
right? So every fourth time he attacks 5 times.
yeah, yeah. I mean, just looking at the kit, like the A2 could be for clan boss, the A3 could be for clan boss.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not going to kill an enemy, but the A1.
maybe a go second guy, like you put him after your Lydia or something like that.
Hmm.
If he hits hard enough, put enough damage, Savage set or something like that.
100%. I just meant for the clan boss. He's probably not going to kill the clan boss.
No, no, sorry. Yeah, if he killed the clan boss, people would be spending so much money on shards to try and get this guy.
Oh, 100%. And he's magic. Wow. So, I mean, Spider, stealing 100% of target's turn meter. The new Scarab King,
Yeah,
that's on a 3-turn cooldown. So that's probably really good.
yeah. I think their new passives though will not let him steal 100% though on the Doom Tower bosses.
Even the Scarab King?
I think so. Didn't they
Oh,
put some new passives on all of them?
is it like 20? It reduces it or something?
Yeah, I believe that's what it is. So you can't steal as much.
Mm-hmm. Because I know Laura still like steals a crowd ton, but that's 3 different hits. So I
Yeah.
guess that's why.
I do like his passive, the Vigorous. All turn meters fill effects are increased by 50% when used on this champion.
He's so fast.
Uh,
So if you boost him up, essentially that's like 45% speed boost, right?
mm-hmm.
Like an arbiter.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even have to be that fast.
No, so you can spend more of your time trying to get his attack or crit damage up.
It's like attack boots.
Uh,
Oh man.
yeah, him and
he,
Arby are going to be good together
uh,
in the arena.
he's gonna crush.
Yep. And then the increase the aura, 29% attack, which is all right. I mean, I don't use attack that much personally.
Uh-huh. You think
Maybe
he
in
does
dungeons.
like a crap ton of damage on an unkillable team?
Yeah.
Because he's not going to go again because he's not going to kill the boss. So like he's going to have the decreased attack or decreased defense weaken. Just probably hit really freaking hard.
Yep.
Yeah, because decreases the cooldown of the rage by 1 turn if the target is immune to turn meter reduction effects. So basically that 3-turn gets down to a 2-turn. So basically you're doing it almost every other time, and you're attacking 5 times every 4 times.
Yeah.
Fun.
You just got to make sure, like, if you put him on auto, what does he do first?
Well,
Like, does he go
hopefully-
A2 first when Oni's Rage doesn't even need to cool down? So it's
Sure.
just wasted?
Yeah, sure. That'd be really dumb. But hopefully you get to pick soon.
Yeah,
That'd be good. A3 all day.
pretty much. Dang.
Yeah, that guy's gonna be awesome. Oh, is this? Yeah, I think he was the coolest looking one, honestly. Like out of all of them.
From the
When they were
video,
going-
yeah, he was
yeah.
the most Ronin-looking guy.
Mm-hmm. And then there was like an old Ronin looking dude with like
Yeah, I
the
think
white
that
hair and
one's
stuff.
one of the rares or one of the epics.
So then we got Sachi. Force support, another support champion, Shadowkin. Attacks all enemies on A1. Has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decrease accuracy debuff. There you go. That's on A1. Wow. Okay, that's really good. Attacks one enemy. Has a 75 up to a 100% chance of placing a 30% decrease crit rate debuff and a leech debuff for 2 turns.
Oh, wow.
So, clan boss?
Yeah, book to 100.
Bosses on a 2-turn cooldown. So literally, it's constantly up.
That's huge.
that's that's really good. Wow. Um, Places a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, then attacks one enemy. Fills the turn meters of all allies by 20% if this attack is critical.
All right, so it just
On
means crit rate, but I mean you're doing that anyways for these champs.
Yeah, seriously. But place a 50% increased attack on all allies for 2 turns, then attacks one enemy. Fills turn meter of all allies by 20% if the attack is critical. Okay, so do you think she's like super fast?
I would hope so.
Just to like have her be the booster?
Yeah, with her. Yeah, she has to be. I mean, for
Mm-hmm.
this team, at least for the Shadowkin, for the faction wars or whatever, when that finally comes out.
Yeah, they're probably all like really fast.
Well, I mean,
But
since
yeah,
they're all, I guess she's one of the supports, but they're pretty much still all attack based. I'm
mhm.
guessing all of her kit is based on attack, not like HP or defense.
Yeah, because that's the second increased attack champ, support
Yeah.
champ that in this faction already.
So I mean, if you have an all attack faction, they've got to be fast, otherwise you get smoked.
Yeah, yeah, true. The passive false death revives a. That's good. There you go. So you already have a reviver in the faction wars
Uh,
on an epic. So revives a random ally with 30% HP whenever this champion kills an enemy. So you have her do damage, I guess, a support damage champion.
yep,
Plays a 50% chance of placing a fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn whenever an ally is revived. Okay.
that's nice. And it's not on a cooldown, so if she
Yeah,
kills someone every turn,
pretty good. So she could be like a damage heavy support champion.
yeah, pretty much.
Basically, right?
Yeah,
Like she does attack all enemies on an A1 with a decrease. So it's almost like the Sylar, right? She has decreased accuracy,
uh,
AoE. And
I,
I've mine in a stun set, and it stuns a lot.
I like that she's forced too, with all
Hmm.
the magic affinity stuff in the arena and everywhere else.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, yeah,
I
I
don't
think
really
that's cool.
see her as someone to go against Dragon though. Not that most people need it, but now we're getting what 5 more levels of the dungeons, so who knows?
Have you seen Stu with the decreased accuracy on the dragon?
No.
Oh, dude, like you put decreased accuracy on the dragon, almost none of the stuff hit. Like no poisons, no like anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that actually might be good. And
So the
obviously
decreased
leech.
accuracy will be great,
Yeah.
but no poisons or anything like that, unless she does monster damage.
Hmm.
But yeah, you could pair her with a poison champ. That would work well.
Well, she would stop the dragon's poisons from going on your guys
Yeah.
because of decreased accuracy. But yeah,
I used to use that against the dragon though. I had a double Lysandra,
Uh
and you know how their A1 throws it back.
huh. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. There's a couple champs that do that now.
Yeah.
Oboro. This is the chick who had the unicorn horn.
So Obora the unicorn, attack type.
Void.
Spreading chaos on the A1 attacks one enemy has a 40% chance of placing 60% decreased debuff for 2 turns. Will attack all enemies instead if the target is under 4 or more debuffs. Okay.
So 50% chance.
Yeah, buffed up to 50% chance on just the one enemy, but if you've already got it up there and you already got them all debuffed, she'll just attack everybody. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. You know who's really good in Doom Tower right now?
Hmm.
Cantra the Cyclone.
Yeah.
Putting
She's a
out like
beast.
so many debuffs on an AoE, 3 attacks, and she like has an auto provoke if they have I think 5 or more debuffs.
Yeah. I was thinking she'd be good to go with someone if you don't have someone like Cantor, but you have like Vizier or someone who does debuff spread.
Mm-hmm.
So he fills everybody up with everything, and then she goes next. Because then she's going to do the AoE on her A1.
Yeah, all the time.
Ah.
And she's a void, so that's good.
Yeah, which means it's going to be tougher to get her, though.
You gotta wait for that like times 10 Shadowkin pull
Yeah.
coming. I used all my shards, so I can't pull any.
Yeah, not bad. All right, so she has Mystic Smoke on the A2, attacks one enemy 2 times. The second hit has a 75% chance of transferring all debuffs from this champion to the target. The first hit has a 75% chance of stealing all buffs from the target when attacking under a veil or perfect veil.
Nobody likes Duchess anymore. Like it's just all going against Duchess. Uh, attacks one enemy 2 times.
Yeah, so she would go great with Rector Darth or whatever, Draith.
Oh yeah. I haven't used her since Faction Wars.
Yeah, I used her to get past 21 and then put her away.
I think I used her. I did you get her up to 60? Because I got mine to 50. And that
Yeah, I
was
took
it.
mine to 60 because I did a video on her.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I did a video of her at 50 and showing how good she freaking is at 50. And she is insane. Like she just heals so much.
Oh yeah, she's a top tier healer. She's
Hmm.
super solid champ.
Res, heal, like insane.
Veil. For
Yeah,
a
it
lot of them.
fails everywhere.
All right, and then we got Ninja Arts. Okay.
All
Places a
ninja.
30% increased crit rate buff and a 30% increased crit damage buff on this champion. Okay, I thought it was going to be everybody.
Yeah.
I was getting really
On this
excited
guy,
there.
she's
Then
super
attacks
stingy.
one enemy. Places a perfect veil buff on this champion for 2 turns if this attack is critical. Yeah, if it was an AoE one, that might make her like a legendary, and if it was AoE 30% on everybody and then AoE attack, that'd be a legendary champion, not a epic.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a 3 turn cooldown. Uh, I mean, she's just gonna but boost herself up.
Oh, yeah, she's looking book heavy though.
Oh my god, yeah. We got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 books.
That
That
seems to
one
be the
guy,
new norm though, between like 12 and 16, somewhere in there.
the one dude, the fat guy with the shield who had like 20 books, the one that just came out recently.
Yeah.
I don't even think I reviewed him. I think I saw how many books he had and I just kept scrolling. I was like, I'm never gonna use this guy ever.
Yeah.
And supposedly he's like really good too. But 20 books on a freaking epic.
Yeah, that's asking a bit much. It's like those sisters in the Barbarians. I think they're like 17 apiece. Sakari or whatever.
The archer chicks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she has
Pretty
a Vanish on her passive, places a Revive on Death buff on this champion for 3 turns whenever they receive a Veil or Perfect Veil buff. Oh, that's nice.
so she can do that on herself. I mean there's no cooldown, right?
Yeah, it seems like it's good to go. I mean,
So she
it's
could do that on herself or pair her with, like you said, the other chick with the veil.
yeah, but I mean, if you're putting her in the Veil and everyone else is not in the Veil, so you only have to worry about AOE.
Mm-hmm. Which I mean, tag champion, you never know.
Yeah, true.
Probably get one shot.
Yeah,
You got Trunda coming, dead.
and she's a Void, so no protection from any particular affinity.
True.
And then the attack in dungeons by 33%. Just solid.
It's pretty high.
Yeah.
What's Royal Guard? Is he 35?
Yeah.
I know he's pretty high.
Yeah, he's one of the highest ones.
Yeah.
Him
and
and
he's
Mashal, they're pretty darn high.
dude, I wish I had Michelle. Michelle's so good.
Yeah.
Every time I do account takeover, somebody has Michelle, I go right to him. We're getting this guy up as high as possible.
Oh, yeah. No, he can solo a couple dungeons.
Nuts. I mean, in arena, it's just annoying. Like if he's good, you die.
Yeah.
Like the true fear is just so broken.
Yeah.
This guy looks fun. Taragi the Frog,
Yeah. He's a goofy looking guy.
evil looking. Epic Magic HP champion, nice. Swamp Club. Attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. So that's a 40% of a decreased attack. So on anyone, I mean, you always got to think what clan boss, decreased attack.
Yeah.
Attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a provoke, not for clan boss, for 1 turn. And then the chance increased by 5% for each debuff on the enemy team. So it's a 3 turn cooldown. just a 50% chance. Can't really book it up.
No.
The chance increased by 5% for each debuff on the enemy team. So you think Lydia puts out 2, so that's 10, so it's 60%.
Yeah.
What else?
Cantrip, like you said, if you wanted to use her for some reason in the arena.
So it's essentially like 75% chance to provoke. Still not that high.
He seems like a guy you would use as your final guy to go on an arena team if your team wasn't strong enough to wipe him out.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
So I guess that would be like, what, mid to beginning of late game arena for a lot of people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, probably not needing the books because it looks like he needs quite a lot of books too.
Yeah.
But what's the third one? Plays a shield buff equal to 50%, 15% of this champion's max HP, and 50% ally protection on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Also heals this champion by 25% of their max HP and places a 30% reflect damage buff on them for 3 turns. That's a pretty big heal.
That's solid.
The heal increased by 2.5% for each poison debuff on the enemy team.
That feels like clan bossy.
Yeah, 100%. Who else needs a lot of poisons? Dragon. Yeah, so A2 really... maybe he doesn't even do the A2 on the clan boss.
Yeah, if the controller that they're putting out, they talk about so you can actually set up which moves go when.
Mm-hmm.
If you can select to turn a move off, that'd be perfect if you could do his A2 on that.
Yeah, and like don't do it until there's like a crap ton of poisons on the boss. Like that's when you do the A3.
Yep.
But that's on a 3-turn cooldown. So literally, ally protect up the whole time because the one turn he's gonna have the stun.
Well, like right now in my unkillable, his A3 would be okay if I needed a ton of healing just because I have Draco and Narma.
Mm-hmm.
So it's usually a ton of poisons up there.
Nice. And heals by 25% plus, so like heals a crowd ton. He's probably gonna have a ton of HP as well.
Yeah.
30% reflect damage on them for 3 turns. So you think he could be a good stun target?
Yeah, I think so. Because you're not really using him for anything but his heals. And
so
his decreased attack, yeah.
Yeah. The whole fight, he's gonna have ally protect up and reflect damage. So he's gonna be just probably doing a lot of damage back to the clan boss as well. How much does reflect damage actually do?
On the clan boss?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a true 30 or not. I don't think it is because he keeps escalating his damage as you go. Because that would be way too much damage. I don't know. I haven't looked into that one on the clan boss.
Free damage though.
Yeah. I just wonder if he can even be a stun target because of what his passive is.
Let's get to that. When attacked, has a 50% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff on the attacker for 2 turns. Occurs once per hit.
Like, I don't know if the clan boss, because of that passive, just won't hit him regardless.
Did you see the video where if you do the health mastery on all your guys, you can like choose the stun target?
No, I haven't seen that.
So if you go to your clan boss team and let's say like Bad L, instead of giving him the accuracy mastery, you give him the health mastery. He's not the stun target anymore. Huh. And the clan boss goes to somebody else because technically like the mastery is like a buff, and most of the time like the clan boss won't choose a buff target. Oh. It's like it's in the AI, and like they did a whole video on it. And I was like, it was him and like Jedi I think did it, and I was like shocked. I was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. So you can almost like choose your stun target as long as like the affinities match up, but you can choose who he's going to choose for stunning.
That's pretty cool. I wonder if they're going to look at that video and maybe add that into like the 4.1 or something, or 0.41 patch or something like that. Get rid of that kind of stuff.
Say nope, just kidding. That's cool. So he's actually going to do quite a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Wow. So then for 2 turns, okay, that's awesome. Increases ally resist in all battles by 40%. Not bad.
Yeah, I like it. Solid guy.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I think it'll help out a lot of people because you have your decreased attack right there, so you don't need like all in or another like lead person.
Yeah, and the fact that he's a monster healer is going to be great for their faction wars, just because they're obviously going to be super, super weak. So you need someone who can do the 25% max HP is huge.
Yeah, 100%.
Uh,
So you already have him, and then you also have a Rezer if you can get the red chick, Sachi.
uh, Hopefully they don't add like one or two champs and go, all right, Faction Wars Crypt is good. Screw all you guys who didn't get Lydia yet.
Are they going to push it back, you think?
Well, they said so when they launch them, when they launch their faction crypt, they will push Lydia back to completing all the faction crypts.
Oh, man.
So it's not going to sit at that 819 or whatever it's currently at.
Darn. Like, people should start like rushing now.
Well, yeah, I think it's like I would
Crunch
imagine
time.
the countdown clock for that could be somewhere between 2 to even like 6 months before they push that back. Just because I don't know how fast they're going to release this. It took forever to get like the dwarves up to a point where you could actually build a good faction wars team.
True, yeah. So I guess you got some time.
Yeah.
That's good though.
All right, so we have Chinoru,
Chinoro.
Spirit, Attack, almost read Shadowkin. Oh, she's Shadowkin. That's great. Yeah. So A1 is Night Blossom. Attacks one enemy, has a 40% chance of placing a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. Can book it up to 50% chance. I mean, that's good for the Spirit keep. Well, I mean,
random.
she's an epic, so and it's not good for the Spirit keep or for the the Magic keep because she's the wrong affinity.
But like just to bring a champion just for one keep.
Yeah, I think she has some other stuff in her kit. But
Oh my god, that's funny.
all right, so her A2 is Reign of Fear. Attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 75% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. So,
oh man, she is.
and you can
amazing.
get that to 100%.
She's. I'm jealous. So we got a weaken and a block buff random so far.
Yep. And then her Lay Bear A3 removes all increased defense buffs from all enemies, then attacks all enemies. Decreases the cooldown of Lay Bear by 1 turn for each enemy killed by the skill. So another kill and benefit type skill.
Attack champion.
Uh,
So what do you think?
I like the removes all increased defense buffs and then attacks. Because that's a solid strip. Except, a lot of stuff in like the arena stuff is shields. You don't really see as much increased defense.
Yeah. Seeker, I guess randomly.
Yeah.
But not really top platinum.
No, once you get high enough, just into gold 4, it kind of disappears.
Yeah.
Not bad. I mean, I can't complain. All the other epics have been amazing. She seems like maybe the weakest to me, but I'm not disappointed if I pull her. Now, with my account, I probably would never use her.
I mean, 3 times at random. Each hit has a 100% chance of placing 20, like a weaken. Well, why not like decreased defense or something like that? How good is a weaken compared to decreased defense?
I don't know. Well, lower level clan boss, it's what is it? They say brutal is when you have to make the switch to decrease, or you want to make the switch to decrease defense. Because weaken's better on the first 2, which doesn't really matter for a lot of people. But
yeah, you're probably not going to book this girl out just for the first 2 clan bosses.
But you pair her with like a Royal Guard if you don't have that kind of combo. So then you have an epic team that can actually do a decreased defense and the weaken on the boss. And it's going to be a 3-turn cooldown if you book her out. So you might be able to keep that stuff up. Keep it going so you can slam a boss. Who knows?
I mean, tag champion as well.
Yeah.
It's super hard. Block buffs, though. I mean, clan boss can receive block buffs, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So that'll stop his increased attack.
Yeah.
Might help.
It's not as, the worst thing to put on clan boss is what? Heal reduction?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing I used Marshall for clan boss for a while. I had to pull him out because he'd always nail that heal reduction. It just sits there, taking up a spot.
Skull Crusher sometimes gets it off.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's 50% heal reduction.
Yeah, you have like no accuracy. Why are you putting this on the boss?
Well, it's the 3%, right? You have always a 3%
Always.
chance to hit, always a 3% chance to miss.
Yep. And that was the 3%. All right, so right? She's probably lower of the one so far. All right, now we got the rares.
Yeah.
The Fanatic, the old guy. Void, support, Shadowkin, Devil Hunt. Attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Has a 30% of a decreased defense instead if the target is under 2 or more debuffs. Okay, that's on an A1. Up to a 40% chance.
Well, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, A1 on a rare. Attacks one enemy has a 75% chance of transferring 2 random debuffs from this champion to the target, up to a 100% chance on a 3-turn cooldown. So that could be the dragon.
Yeah.
So he could be a dragon champion. And then the rallying cry, basic, or ascended. Ascended places a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, then removes 1 random debuff from each ally on a 4-turn cooldown.
Also dragon, yeah.
Yep. So dragon champion, dungeon champion, void. So a rare void.
Yeah, it's a solid champ.
Not
It's
bad.
a good void. I mean, it's a lot better than some of the other voids out there.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like trying to compare him to War Maiden right now. Anytime I look at like a rare with decreased defense, it's like this one or War Maiden.
Well, I mean, Warband has the area of attack or attack all enemies, so
100% defense. Yeah. But he can transfer debuffs, which is pretty cool.
and you have to pair him with someone else to get the big decreased defense.
Uh-huh.
So it's War Maiden. You just always get once she's ascended, she gets the big decreased defense, so you don't have to.
So tough. But he looks cool.
Yeah, he does. His model's great, and in the end, sometimes that's all that matters when it comes to picking champions.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, so we have the next rare here: Life Taker, magic attack. Bleeding Serum attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. Can book it up to a 40% chance. That's Fire Knight right there.
Mm-hmm.
Minus the affinity for level 20.
Yeah, I was going to say magic.
Except if you're using her on your level 20, it's like you must be really hurting for champs.
Or we're trying to get Arbiter.
Yeah. Alright, and then she has a A2 Leg Bind. Attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 10%. The third hit has a 50% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. And it looks like you can buff that up to 75% chance.
Also Fire Knight.
Yeah. And then Diamond Body places a Veil buff on this champion for 1 turn and a 30% reflect damage buff on this champion for 2 turns. Again, Fire Knight.
So besides the affinity, perfect Fire Knight champion.
Yeah. But I mean, I get the affinity because it's more of a progression Fire Knight champ anyway, so it's not really, level
True.
20 Fire Knight you're looking at here.
True. Yeah, gonna get you past that. Because that's what, 3 attacks on the A2, and then the reflect damage is an extra attack.
Yeah.
If he gets to attack.
And 2 on her A1 isn't bad if you have a counterattack team,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of utility there. And you could do Fire Knight 20 because of the Veil.
Mm-hmm.
So if you need to hide for a bit.
In the waves, definitely.
Yeah.
That's for 1 turn, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 3-turn cooldown. Blood Mask. I don't remember what this guy looks like. Red Mask. Obviously.
He's
HP
wearing the
champion.
Force Affinity symbol.
Good call. He's a Shadowkin though, so that's cool.
Oh, finally! I was wondering when they're gonna have a new champ.
Seriously, we got a Bone Crunch, which attacks one enemy has a 35% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 10%. So it's a 45% chance of decreasing the turn meter on an A1. Armor is 20%.
Yeah.
Right on A1.
No.
Attacks.
Isn't he 30?
Is it 30? Holy crap! I know if he crits, he decreases it like pretty good.
Yeah.
30% is really good. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 15% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. That is up to a 50, 60, 75% chance on a 3-turn cooldown. It's called Foot Stomp. And then attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. So that's up to a 100% chance. No. 80, 75, 85, 90% chance of placing a stun on a 3-turn cooldown.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's probably good in Faction Wars.
I don't know. I think he's going to be pretty slow. Because he's got to carry, 19 books?
He's a rare, though.
Yeah. It's just, if you look at the other rares, their books are nowhere near like his. Like, he's got just so many books.
What do we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. And then 4, 8, 12, 16, 17 books.
Yeah, he's too much. Too many books there.
That's ridiculous. Where could he, if you ignore the books, where could he be good at?
Oh. Ice Golem, maybe? The turn meter just saying on his A1.
Mm-hmm.
Decreased speed, again, could also land there. The stun is just like... what is... Take out one of the dogs?
On one enemy. Take out one dog.
Yeah.
I wonder what the boss is going to be for the Faction Wars.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he doesn't have any AoE. It's just literally attacks one enemy. Attacks one enemy. Attacks one enemy.
Yeah, so he's supposed to be, obviously, a boss champion.
Mm-hmm.
But it's single hit everything, so Fire Knight's kind of out of the question. I mean, you get the turn meter on the A1, so maybe ally attack Fire Knight. But it's only, 45% chance? That's not bad. Decreased speed, but it's the slow one.
And then his A3 does nothing. Like, it's just one attack, and you don't even stun anyone.
No.
Okay, so if you get him and you're new, save him for Faction Wars, because he's going to be one of 3 champions.
You know what? He is fantastic in the vault. I've heard great things.
Great Vault Guardian.
Yeah. Yeah, you put him in there, let him marinate, and it's great. He gets better with time.
Unless you don't want to save any more champions like me, and you just use them as food.
Yeah, I watched that semi-painful video about you cleaning your vault out.
I still have so much space. Literally like 60 slots still in the vault. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, I always have to eat before I pull shards. It's just like, all right.
Well, I see these smart people where they actually leveled up all of their vault champions. Mm-hmm. So that way when they actually did need to use them as food, they kind of like took it out, got rid of 3 random people in their thing, and then now they have a level 4 champion. It levels up so much faster. But I did not think of that, and that's smart. So I had all these level 1 3-star champions that I still had to level up.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucked.
Well, there's a lot of stuff out there for when it comes to leveling champions. Like the training pit.
Mm-hmm.
Like to have all the same level across the board, unlock everything, and have them all going at the same time. So you only have to click in every once in a while. Like, I mean, I don't use the training pit, but
you have to at least level them up to maybe 20, so you're not wasting your time. Because if you put a level 1 every 16 minutes, you're gonna get a notification. Hey, it's time to level. Hey, it's time to level. So maybe use some brews on them so you don't go crazy.
I'm gonna pretend I'm not on the game enough to take advantage of that.
Well, when you work from home and you got your laptop right next to you, you're like, all right, might as well do some dailies.
Right.
Stream a little bit. Who we got? Conscript.
Yeah, the Conscript here.
We got 2 more. We got 2 commons, uncommon.
I actually like this guy. The Peasant's Bow attacks 1 enemy 2 times. And it's support fire in his A2, attacks 1 enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 15% weaken debuff for 2 turns. And that's on a 2-turn cooldown. And so, I mean, since he's uncommon, you're going to be able to eventually farm him.
Mm-hmm.
It's an early game champ. I mean, if he hits anything like Sniper does, he's going to have a lot of utility.
Uh-huh.
Although it is single target. Although you can't ask that much of a non-con, You can't get carried away here and be like, you know what, his kit should be a lot better.
We have to compare him to Armiger. All right, so
Yeah.
can he withstand Armiger? And if the answer is no, skip.
Trash. Yeah.
Trash. Infiltrator. Force. He's a Shadowkin.
Okay.
Text one enemy. That's it. Just shank or skank. Shank. He's a skank.
Skank might attack more enemies.
He's gonna skank him.
Yeah.
Throwing knives. Attacks one enemy 2 times each. It has a 50% chance of placing it. There you go. So we got another monk.
Yeah.
Was monk 5% or 2.5%?
I think he's 5%.
Oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
So basically, when I'm looking at this guy's kit, I'm thinking clan boss, dragon, Doom Tower. He's got a lot of utility.
If you bring this guy in Doom Tower, we're doing something wrong.
If you're bringing this guy in Doom Tower, you got some amazing gear.
Cojones.
Oh, man.
Attacks. I mean, the amount of HP that differs from an uncommon to even just like a rare or an epic is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like their level 60 is like 10k HP.
Yeah.
Attacks only 2 times each. It does 50% chance. So no additional chance. It's just 50% on a 2-turn cooldown. Darn. All right, yeah. So those are your uncommon champions.
Our hot take on this champion is don't waste your books, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't buy them from the store.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Save your silver. So I guess the tags feature is coming out. Do you need that?
Yeah,
I feel like it's a little bit helpful.
I do.
You probably have so many dupes, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I even have I have triple Septimus.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. First world problems on that one.
I think my biggest thing is Prince Kaimar. I have one that's like 245 speed, one 188 speed. So that's annoying. And then Cold Hearts, I have one destroy set, one not destroy set.
Yeah. I have 2 Prince Kaimars in order to keep them apart because I have one that's slow tuned to go last.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't fill out his affinities. Like I didn't. So he's only got 3, so I know that that's him. Because I got so tired of or I'd keep one in the regular slot and the other one's in the vault. Or...
Yeah. I did that when he was at like level 59, and then eventually he leveled. So then he got to 60. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I do it a lot for for getting ready for like a champion guide or a champion video. If I have like a bunch of the quote unquote free books because you pull the champion twice. I usually just fill out the first affinity, so I mark them as that's when I'm upgrading. With the tags now, I guess you can just slam, hey, this is this one.
It's cool. It's a cool feature.
Yeah, I like it. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff you can use it for. Especially if you have, like, content creator-wise, I think there's a lot of utility in that. Like, if you're trying to do dungeon runs and you forget what your team was that you were farming off of, when you go back to it, you're like, was it this? Is this how I did it?
I'm doing that right now. My dragon, I had a 45-second run at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know who the hell I used.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Now I'm up to like a minute 30, minute 45. I'm like, crap, how do I get back down to that 45-second?
Was that even me? Did I do that?
Yeah, what?
Is that a glitch? Yeah, so they have that, and then what I saw on the video is it looks like you can actually save teams eventually. Which should be super nice.
So much helpful.
Yeah.
So much more. Anything else? Miscellaneous?
Special avatars don't really care.
Nope.
I know a lot of people like that. I do like the clan boss reward chest when I'll show possible rewards.
They did give us some avatars in the 3v3, like that are reasonably priced, like 1,000 or something.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of people got that instead of the 100,000.
Well, I for the game, I don't care.
I don't think
I did the season pass. I got my Stag Knight avatar, and I just slapped that one on. I haven't changed it since.
How sad is they created that and then never did it again?
Yeah, and their excuse was they saw too much player turnover. Too many people left the game during the season pass, so they blamed the season pass.
That was their explanation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's just like you can't blame the season pass. You might have just been doing some pretty terrible stuff at the time game was.
True. 100%.
Because like 3 months later they fired their CEO.
Yeah,
It's like, it's a stupid season pass.
screw that. We got money from it, but screw it. Dude,
Yeah,
that $10 was so worth it. And then what was the additional one? Was it 25 or something? Or was it?
yeah, which you didn't really have to buy.
No, you didn't.
The more you spent on the season pass, just the less days you had to compete for. It just gave you everything you got.
And if you did happen to buy it, you still got all the rewards.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Like once I got to the end, I was like, all right, might as well buy. And I think that was one of the first things I ever bought in the game. Like
Yeah, for me,
that
it was
like
that was
still
my
new.
first over the 99-cent shard.
Yeah, it was definitely the first thing I've ever bought in the game, and that's where the addiction kicked in.
Wow. Well, I'm excited for Shadowkin. Seems like a really good set of champions there.
Couple guys like I think most favorite right now is obviously that legendary.
Yeah, yeah.
I want him so bad.
Yeah, that's going to be expensive.
Oh man, you get him. You're definitely investing into him. I might just. So all right. So I have two. How many Rotoses do you have?
I think I just have one.
One. All right. So I have two. Luckily, in the 50s in the vault still. But you get this guy. You have two Rotos. This guy, and then your buffer or debuffer.
That's nasty. That's a nasty team.
Oh my God. All in relentless.
Yeah. Why not?
Somebody's gonna proc it. Oh,
Have
I
to.
got crushed by Rotos the other day. Literally, probably one of the hardest hitting Rotoses I've ever seen, and he was in the unkillable set. So I actually happened to get him down to one, and then unkillable proc, and then he lived, and then killed the rest of my team.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The best Rotos I've ever seen.
Yeah, a little swift parry or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep, not
That's
even
nasty.
Savage, Swift Parry, and one shotted my Cardinal. Crazy.
Oh,
Cool.
man. Yeah, when you get into gold, you never know anymore.
Like somebody left the game, but he was a whale. He has like
Yeah.
all the best stuff, just chilling there.
I can get so nasty. I've been beat by teams that are just 2 to 3 man, so I'm like trying to try something new, and all of a sudden that 2 or 3 man team just like wipes you real quick. It's like,
Yep.
oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think I got wiped by an RB Zargala twosome.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I mean, I wasn't like putting my best team out there. I was screwing around, but it wasn't a slouch team by any means. But I was like, I'll try this champ and see how hard they hit. I don't have to worry about this team. She went, and then Zargala just wiped the whole team. I was like, oh, that's great.
Like block revive is hilarious. So when you see like a Foley, you're like, all right, I got this, and then he just kills your whole team.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding.
If I see an RB Foley, I usually don't go at it unless I put my A team in there.
Yeah, or the do you have a resist team yet?
Nah, I didn't spend the time.
Super fun.
Is
Super
it?
fun. Yeah, oh my gosh. Super fun. Because then you just don't care. Like you see an arbiter with like the best team on the other side, and you just put like your super high resistance, like even Iron Braga. Like I want to re-gear him and make him resistance, because having an extra like 500, 600 defense on your resistance team
Yeah.
is so good. So good.
Yeah, you're starting to see Iron Bra go all over Arena now.
Mhm. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's good. He's got a great kit. I have to book him. I don't have enough books.
So would you take? Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say, would you take Gintoro over Iron Braga? And the answer is yes. Of course you would. Right?
Yes, 100%.
I mean, unless he comes out hitting like a wet noodle, then
Which we've seen.
Yep.
Like the orc guy, right? The murder dude who came out, and all the content creators got him at the same time. It's not fake at all, right?
yeah.
They all geared him like ridiculously good, and he hit like nothing, like 30,000 K hit. It was
Sounds
sad.
about right.
It was so sad. So
I just
hopefully
wish
he's not
they'd
like
make that stuff a little bit easier to find out. The hidden stats, the hidden multipliers, and all that.
Mhm. Yeah, like they like post it under like the icon. Like you scroll over, it tells you like the multiplier.
Yeah. Or if they just had like rares have a multiplier that can fall between bank, and then epics have a multiplier that falls between this and this. So at least give you like a range of where you're kind of working at, so you know what you can kind of play around with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that might help.
That. All right. Well, there's all the Shadowkin people. I think that's pretty much it, right?
That's it. There's not that many to go over.
No.
Full in-depth guide though.
Yeah. Yeah, they also had a couple Shadowkin champions in there if you didn't catch it. People watching.
Couple of them.
Yeah.
They're coming out soon.
Yeah.
So
new faction.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, Jeff. Well, I appreciate it. Let's.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was definitely cool. I mean, this it's cool being able to talk to other YouTube guys. Like literally just like kind of going through the ranks. Like I think YouTube in general is a great way to like get to know new people that love the same hobby as you.
Yeah.
Like I don't get to talk to my girlfriend about Raid. My friends know nothing about Raid.
Yeah.
And just being able to focus and like, you know, talk to other people who make videos on it, I think it's pretty cool.
No, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And plus it's also good for people watching it to see us talking to each other, realize, you know, it's just like it is one large community. Whether you go to me, you, whoever, you know, it's all the same stuff. If you need help and you can't get help in one Discord, hey, jump over to the other Discord. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Definitely.
Someone's always around.
Discord's great. Like not even you commenting, but like your whole Discord commenting.
Yep.
Like trying to help people out, like creating that community is sick.
Oh yeah, no, I got real lucky because I know nothing about Discord, and one of my fans made it for me. So I was like, that's so huge.
Clutch.
I was struggling with the idea of it.
I got my boy Cyber who walked me through Discord, like making bots and stuff.
Yeah.
And dude, he got promoted to senior dirtbag so fast.
Top tier dirtbag right there, yeah.
Seriously. But if you guys haven't already subscribed to Grumpy Jeff, subscribe down below. Join the Discords. Super fun, super helpful. And
same for Dirtbag Gaming for all the people who subscribe to Grumpy Jeff. Go over there, subscribe, help the channels out. We're both getting close, doing some serious subscriber push here in the last couple of weeks. So,
dude, you got what, like 10 videos in 5 days? I saw that. Pumping them out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I went a little crazy. I'm so close, man. Like, as of recording this video right now, I think I'm like 110-ish away from getting the 1,000.
It's gonna be next week. Like you'll get it in a couple days easily.
Yeah.
Especially if all the dirtbags go over and subscribe like now, right?
Exactly. So
1,000 right there, done.
Yeah, instant done.
It's gonna be awesome.
And I just have to wait the month for Google to look at my channel and write me a letter that says your content's horrible. Leave us alone.
They just strip it all away.
Yeah, that sounds about right, you know. We just deleted your videos. Please stop coming to YouTube. Like, all right, fair enough.
Can you imagine wasting all that time or investing all that time and all of a sudden just done? Nah, you're good. You're good. You'll get it. You'll get it next week. And it's crazy how fast it picks up.
Yeah.
Like you're excited about like 20 subscribers. All of a sudden, like you got 25. You're like, babe, I got 5 more.
Do you remember being excited about getting 50 views?
Yes. I was telling you the other day, like my old first videos have like 7 views on it.
Yeah, I think I have one that has like somewhere around there, between 2 and 10, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and nobody will ever find it ever again.
No, it's a terrible video too.
Well, yeah. And like the thumbnail, or not the thumbnail, but like the thing you put under the description on like what people have to search for it. You probably just put like Raid. That's it. Raid. It should pop up. That'll work.
Yeah, the game.
Yeah, that one game on the phone, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now as I'm typing this.
Shadowkin? That's what it is?
That's what I put. That's the description for my very first video. Shadowkin.
Future teller right there.
Yep.
I love that. It's cool. But I mean, just getting like, I don't know if you get the notifications, but like every time a new subscriber pops on, and then sometimes like you don't get notifications. I don't know if they have like on they don't, what's it called? Like it's blinded where like you don't tell people that you're subscribing to a channel.
Yeah, the anonymous or whatever.
Yeah, because that happens all the time. But like you hit refresh and all of a sudden you have 10 new subscribers. It's awesome. Great feeling.
Yeah, I like waking up in the morning and checking it on the phone with the little YouTube Studio app.
Oh, that little symbol on your phone is sick. I love it.
Yeah.
Like that's a great way to wake up.
Yeah. So, all you watching, make sure we wake up feel good tomorrow morning, because our personal well-being is attached directly to this. So go ahead and subscribe and like. And then after you watch it on one of our channels, go watch it on the other person's channel.
And comment.
Yeah.
Comment. Leave who you're super excited for.
Yeah, because there might be a champion that's only on the Dirtbag channel. I don't know if you know this, but he actually reviewed some of the Shadowkin champions.
I think Jeff did too. Grumpy Jeff.
Yeah, I did a couple. I did a couple of them.
It's funny because like we're the only ones laughing right now.
Yeah, we're talking just to ourselves.
Everyone already clicked out. Where the dip in the video like gets like nothing at the very end.
Yeah, definitely. That's what this will be. They'll be the diehards who just want to make fun of us, which is perfectly fine. Jump on our
100%.
Discord and tell us how lame this was for the last 10 minutes.
We're just trying to extend the duration of the video.
Yeah, we need that record time. Watch it through so we can get that view hours or whatever the heck they call it.
What's the first thing you're gonna do when you hit 1,000?
I don't know. Take a day off.
I guess you can at that point, right? Like you're kind of just like you're waiting till it actually all kicks in, and then Polarium starts contacting you. You start getting the perks, all the stuff.
Yeah, I actually got an email
release
back from Polarium about that. So I'll just
they
email
see
whoever
you.
that person was who emailed me originally.
Like, hey, I'm there, bitches.
Where's my free gems?
I want my chickens.
Yeah, right.
Look at all them chickens.
Look at all them chickens. That
Jeff.
meme and raid go hand in hand.
Yes. And they were going through all the new stuff like from guild versus guild, and literally it's just chicken, like chicken and blue shards, and that's it. Like there's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Like, well, what's actually going to get us to be motivated to do that? Because I guess if you don't win, you don't get anything, right?
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
Free stuff, right?
Yeah, it's always
Free stuff. It's free.
That's what you got to fight for.
Free.
Spend money for the free stuff.
Do you have a clan?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing one soon. Everybody keeps asking. Dirtbag Nation clan.
Yeah, you got to do it. It's fun. People enjoy it. We did a Grumpy Jeff clan, and then the guy who set up my Discord goes by the Grim Reaper. So our second clan is the Grumpy Grim.
Nice.
So it's worth it. People enjoy the heck out of it. It's fun to have that extra place to talk to people in the game.
So you chat in game in the clan, or
A little bit,
mainly
yeah.
go on Discord? Gotcha.
Yeah, mostly Discord, but occasionally we'll do the in-clan chat.
I don't know if I've ever opened up the chat in game.
I don't open the public one much because usually the stuff going on there's a little iffy. Besides the, buy raid accounts cheap and all the weird symbols and everything.
Oh, they do that now?
No, they ban those people from doing it, so they have to write it in super weird text.
So you can't.
So they'll try and give the website out, but they're not going to write it correctly because they have to hide it from the AI or whatever.
Mm-hmm. All the bots.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, we're almost an hour 10 minutes, so I think we're good on time here.
I think we're good. We might have to trim it down a little bit.
Just a touch.
That upload speed you got, man. Good luck.
Yeah,
Good
my
luck with
video will
that.
be available to everyone out
Next
there
week.
who's not watching right now in about 6 to 10 days.
Give or take.
Yeah. So it'll be a
Shadowkin will
hot
be out
take
live
on all
when you
these
see this
champions.
video. Shadowkin will be playable.
Yeah.
And we'll review it. Got it.
All right.